Tra la 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 la, eh, tra la 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 la, ain't no love, no love, ain't no love, no love, Rastafari, ain't no love, no love.
TGM Radio King Caribbean Showcase. We back with the artist Ilah Medz. Introduce yourself for our listeners.
Enough respect. My name is Ilah Medz, and I'm a roots reggae artist representing the woman in the culture and in the business. That's who I am.
Okay. The track that Sniper just played for us was entitled, what was the name of that track that Sniper just played?
Stepping.
Stepping. I like the bass line to that, heavy bass line. Tell us a little bit more about that song before we get into this interview.
Okay, well, that was the last track that I recorded for my album, because when I heard the rhythm, I was like, oh, this is not up-tempo. But then I said, you know what? Dogs give you the opportunity to do something great. So I ended up doing that as the last track, and I asked my brethren, Frapperang's artist, to feature on it with me. He liked the outline, the format, and he decided to do it. So that's how that song came about. From what I was thinking was an obstacle, it became a blessing.
Okay. We're going to get into you, Ilah Medz, the artist.
Started my adult music career after I had my kids, because when I was in high school I did like music festivals and stuff like that, and then I stopped to take care of my kids, and after my kids got to be a certain age I went back on the stage and started doing it. That was in Trinidad in 1991.
Okay, so you started off with a love for the music, you were doing music, and once again, nature calls, you had a family, you took care of your family, so you stopped. But that obviously that love for the music brought you back to music.
True.
When you came back to the music, the break for you to take care of your family and raise a family, raise your children, I understand that. Did you actually have musical training where you were recording music before you started your family life?
No, what I did was like music festivals, as I said before, like weddings and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had the talent before it was recognized that you were featured in numerous events. You stopped, you raised your family. Congratulations for you for doing that, making that decision. The most important decision in life.
Respect.
So you made that decision and then you came back to the music. So when you came back to the music, you started your career professionally recording.
Yes.
What was that like after that long break, after that long period, getting back into the studio to actually record music properly?
Well, okay, well, it was a development, a new development in that the way the music was at that time, I had to catch up with that, you know. My flows, my diction, you know, it takes some doing, but, you know, I ended up doing it.
Okay. And the artist Ilah Medz, you have a full-length project that you have produced and released, but what type of music are you doing now? You said you chose the last song for your album to be a Stepper's dub version. What are the other influences or the other feels that you get when you pick up Ilah Medz CD?
Okay, when you pick it up, you can still hear some alternative music. Some might sound like a little hip-hop flow, but it's all roots music, you know, like rebel music, have a touch of that in it. In fact, as a matter of fact, there is something for everyone in the album, different feels to the roots music.
Okay, And something I wanted to touch on earlier, but once again, we're just starting off the interview, late start with this particular interview, but I had a couple of things that I was excited to talk about.
Okay.
One of my favorite subjects, as a matter of fact. You are an international award winner.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that award you received. Who bestowed that award on you, and for what particular song?
Okay, it's Global Marijuana Music Award, and the particular song is It's Cannabis.
Okay. And you were nominated and awarded the
Best Female Reggae Artist,
Okay.
2002.
Okay. Now, marijuana is very prevalent within the reggae culture. Winning that award, did that do anything for you as far as being able to perform in regions such as California, where it's a heavy marijuana influence and they follow the roots reggae scene?
No, I've actually never been to California, but it opened my music to the rest of the world. It helped expose my music because I did a video to accompany it, and all the media, it helped propel my recognition in the music business.
Okay, but you have performed at various huge arenas. You've performed at Shea Stadium,
Yes,
for
I did.
instance.
Yes, I did.
How did some of these performances come about for artists such as yourself who took that long break and then came back into the music?
Okay. When I started in Trinidad and Tobago, I did performances there with the band called Uplifters, and then I migrated to the US in '97. And when I came here after about 2 years, I joined a band called Legal Culture in Flatbush. So when I joined that band in Flatbush, we did a lot of shows around the place, around New York City. And we did that show in Shea Stadium.
Okay. Your role in the Uplifters and the second band was entitled
Legal Culture.
Legal Culture. Your roles in these bands were you the lead singer at that point in time? Were you a backup singer?
Both.
Okay.
Because in a band, we tried to self-facilitate, so I did lead and backup.
Okay.
Yeah.
So being able to perform with these bands before you went out on your solo career, what did that do for you? Especially now as an artist where the music you're doing, when you perform in large arenas such as Shea Stadium, it's most likely with the backing of a band.
Yes.
So what did working with those bands early in your career help do for you as far as your solo career?
Well, at least I built a repertoire. You know, I built a repertoire and I learned to play instruments, to play the bass guitar, play the keyboards. I learned, after learning that now, it helps you to be in tune with your music, know when you're on key, whatever, and then you're able to come up with your own rhythms. You can go to the studio or whatever and say, well, I'm starting from A flat to C to E. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it helps in that type of way. But you gotta learn about your craft.
Okay. For my own selfish reasons, I'm going to ask you a question now. Shout out to the listeners, TGN Radio, King Live Caribbean Showcase, but this question is particularly for me. You have a SoundCloud page.
Yes, I do.
On that SoundCloud page, do you have the song entitled Jack and Jenny?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I don't believe Sniper has that song, and the reason I ask that is because when we're finished doing the show,
Yeah.
I'm going to head to that SoundCloud page, and I'm going to take a listen. Because I've never heard that particular song before, and I'm excited to hear that.
There's also an accompanying video on YouTube for Jack and Jenny.
Okay. So let's
for
get
its cannabis.
okay. So let's
For
get
a lot.
into okay.
Yeah,
I just want to discuss Jack and Jenny for 1 minute.
sure.
You say there's also a video, so I can go to YouTube and see the video. I can go to SoundCloud and hear this track.
Yeah.
This is a combination with a legendary reggae artist,
Johnny Osborne.
Johnny Osborne, well known to us in New York City. How did that come about?
Okay, well, I asked him if he could feature his sample on the rhythm, and he said, sure, no problem.
Okay, and the sample we're talking about is for
From
original
Ice Cream
Love,
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs. So you approached him to sample the record,
Yes,
and he agreed.
yeah, no problem at all. He said, voila.
Okay. Did he make an appearance in the video as well?
No, because the video was shot in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And because of schedules and stuff, he wasn't able to make that. So the video was shot in Trinidad and Tobago, so he wasn't there.
If you were a Johnny Osborne fan, you would understand if the video was shot in Trinidad at that period in time, why he did not make an appearance. But shout out to Johnny, because I know he's traveling the world now.
He has a busy schedule.
Yes, so shout out to the artist once again. Johnny Osborne, definitely a friend to the room. So moving forward, work with Johnny Osborne, but you also have worked with other legendary artists within the reggae genre.
Yeah.
Namely Coco T.
Yeah. Capitan.
Capitan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Voila.
As an artist that migrated from Trinidad to the US and you started working, how is it that you were able to secure combinations with such prominent Jamaican reggae artists? Have you spent time in Jamaica?
No, I've never been to Jamaica yet. But being a solo artist, I had to seek for myself, you know. I had to work that much harder as a solo artist to get the vehicles to get my music out there, you know. So some people I was able to meet at press conferences and other musical happenings, you know what I mean? And I always ask, is Kat gonna be either no or yes, you know what I mean?
Okay, from what I've heard so
I
far,
ask.
I'm pretty sure one listening these artists kind of draw to you, interest, want to work with you. Your music is definitely catchy to that point where you hear the song one time and you get that feel. But once again, for my own selfish reasons, we just made some calls and Sniper's about to play that Jack and Jill record that we was just speaking about. We just so happen to have it.
Jack and Jenny.
Jack and Jenny.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me, TGM Radio, King Line Caribbean Showcase, Sniper. TGM Radio, King Line Caribbean Showcase. Song entitled Jack and Jenny, featuring Johnny Osborne, Ilah Medz. I just got a message from one of the listeners. They say that Cannabis is one of their favorite songs. They're requesting it, so we're going to try to squeeze it in before the end of the show, just as a promise to one of those listeners out there in the UK. But once again, we're in the studio with Ilah Medz. That song appeared on did that appear on your older album?
Yes, that's from my first album.
Higher Authority.
Yes,
That phone, we're gonna have to do something
We're
about
gonna
that
have
phone.
to do something about that.
Okay. So once again, for the listeners, that song that we just played, entitled Jack and Jenny, is on the Higher Authority album. That album is available if you want to go out there and purchase it. But we have the artist in the house tonight. We're moving forward into 2016. She's here promoting a brand new album. That album is entitled, the name of the album is tricky. So
Yes,
I was looking at the name of the album and I was saying to myself, I didn't want to botch the name of the album. So I'm going to wait until you get here. I'm going to have you tell the listeners the name of the album and the meaning behind it.
Okay, the name of the album is Philosophy.
Okay.
It's taken off, it is taken off from the name Selassie. You know, it's really a way of life. Because when we hear Selassie, we think about a positive liberty. So this is what the album is about, positive liberty.
Okay.
So instead of, some people might check for some philosophies and they might not be tight. So we check for philosophy, which is Selassie's way of living. At least the things that he taught us and the examples he gave us about better living, one love, one unity.
Okay. Now, once again, this release is in 2016. Is this an independent release? Because the press release I got, it stated that the album was released on, I believe it was Vibes Radio UK.
Yeah.
.net.
Yes.
Is it an independent release through that website, or do you also have the album available on iTunes and Amazon?
It is an independent, this is my second album that I produced for myself.
Okay.
And it is on iTunes and the whole heaps of them. And most of the music, the rhythms, was sent to me by a producer called K.L.C.S in Amsterdam. And the other half was done by various other people, you know.
Okay. Have you been to Europe before?
No, I haven't been yet.
And that's actually another amazing thing. The reason I asked that is because you're working with European producers and you have not touched European mainlanders yet.
No.
That goes to speak as you, the artist, and the music that you're doing. Again, the channels you're going through, how are you able to connect with such international producers?
Okay, it's just like this person just said, all right, I like cannabis plate. This music is online from the beginning of my time of putting out my independent projects. And people just see the music and reach out to me and ask me if I would like to do a project with them. And this is how these things happen, you know.
Okay, we're a little bit short for time tonight. And again, like you said, you made mention of the cannabis record. And we have listeners requesting the record, but we're here and we have this brand new project to promote, and I'm feeling the music off of this project. So Sniper, give the listeners a little taste off of the new album, Philosophy. Hit us with that reggae music off of that album. And let the listeners get in touch with Ilah Medz, TGM Radio, King Caribbean Showcase. Reggae music. You don't have reggae music loaded up. Okay. Give me Seashells. You got that one. Give me Seashells. TGM Radio, King Caribbean Showcase. I like that one right there. That's a nice vibe. Song entitled Seashells. That's off of the new album, Philosophy. That's available now on iTunes, Amazon, digital platforms for you to go out and purchase. I'm feeling that joint right there. Yeah. Okay, something I realize about you listening to your music is you express yourself through your music way more than through your regular speech or conversation, because I'm getting to know a lot more about Ilah Medz, the artist, actively through the music. I'm feeling you're giving more of yourself.
Yeah, I'm not that much of a talker. Most people who know me know that I don't really talk a lot. So my music speaks for me most of the time.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we have something that we do in the studio where we let the artists express themselves before we tune out. But before we get to that, what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit more into this music. I'm getting to know you through the music, so I'm going to ask Sniper to play another record. Give me that Royal Love, because you know I'm all about that love. TGM Radio, King Caribbean Showcase.
my government name, as they say, is NOLA. A lot of people have been telling me the vibe that you penetrate, I don't think NOLA is the name for you. Maybe it's Ilah.
Some people know you as Empress Nola.
Yes, yes, that's how I started. But then that's my home name. So then, but then they keep telling me that I try to listen to advice, and I decided, all right, Ilah instead of Nola, which is a Roman, Nola is a Roman name, meaning whatever, but I know Ilah means blessed in the sight of His Imperial Majesty. Once there's an I, it's like Ilah, Ilah full, that type of thing.
Oh.
Up full vibe, you know? And when Medz, as I said, I don't speak a lot, I meditate a lot. So it fits. Ilah Medz.
Okay, so there you have it. Okay, once again, the new album, Philosophy, is in stores now. We've been playing some music off of it. We gave you Seashells, we gave you Royal Love. You are a Rastafarian, you live the Rastafarian lifestyle.
Yes.
It definitely penetrates through your music. What is the vibe that the listeners will get when they pick up the Philosophy album? And what are they gonna get from Ilah Medz, the artist?
Okay, the bottom line is unity and oneness all over the world, and it's only achieved by peace and love. So this is the message that I bring. Get together, come together, regardless of color, creed, race. Come together because we all need love. That's the basic thing. We were born out of love, so we need it. And we can see the effects of no love in the world. And nobody wants to, most of us don't want to live that way, you know. So this is what the album is really about. A message of love and unity. It might sound cliche and basic, but it's imperative, it's important, you know.
Okay. And while we were on the break, you were expressing to me that there's a European sound. And I want to get into the explanation of that. And the reason I ask is because do you feel there's a different sound in the music, in the roots reggae culture in the US versus in Europe?
Yes, but everywhere people come from, they have an indigenous sound. You know, if you listen to the whole album, you're gonna hear my Trini sing, which is a lot of chanting, fire. You know, you're gonna hear that. And then when people from different rhythms that I got from different places, like cannabis, I got that from Kenya. And they all sound different because of the way the people live, their influences. So the music is gonna be different, they're gonna have a different mood, you know.
Was that a concerted effort by you when you were putting this project together, that you wanted sounds from different regions throughout the world?
Definitely, because the music, I promote it internationally. So I wanted to appeal to people in different places with different vibes and different, you know, different inclinations.
Have you been to Africa before?
No, I'm being invited to come to Africa in December.
That's
In
a lot.
Gambia, yeah. Respect to Dimba Jaju and New Chili Rice. I have a new song that I'm going to be recording coming up in this week with the Gambian New Chili Rice. Because they want me to do some music with them, you know what I mean? And they want me to come and perform in December. But that is just, it's in the works.
It's in the works.
Yes.
Okay. But in the meantime, the new album, Philosophy's in stores right now. You can go out and purchase it. What have you been doing to promote the album? Are you doing shows in the New York area? Or are you doing shows on the East Coast maybe where fans could go out and get a taste of Ilah Medz live?
Okay, well, this is the next step of the promotion of the album, is going out and doing shows around the city, calling out Father German on air.
Okay, whoa. Okay.
So, you know.
Okay, so we're gonna look forward
Yeah.
to seeing you at one of these Link Up Tuesday events we got going on down there at left field.
That would be a blessing.
You just
Spark it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, so that's my intention. My intention is to do as much shows. Oh, you like that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
To do as much shows as I can around the city, you know.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're really gonna put the pressure on Father G right now,
Yeah.
and we're gonna give the listeners, and we're gonna give him a live performance in the studio.
Yeah.
We got some more music, all for the Philosophy album for the listeners to hear. We're gonna speak to the artist Ilah Medz a little bit more. But right now we're gonna get into a little bit of this music and show Father G why we need her down there at left field. Sniper, load up that rhythm for me. TGM Radio, K.L.C.S Caribbean Showcase.
From ancient of days. Oh, from ancient of days, the king we often praise. Hail, sing Selassie always. With man like Marcus, we never bite the dust. With man like Marcus, we know for flesh. So much is wrong with the system. Your brethren alone can change them. You and yours got to stand up strong, even judge and jury can convict them. So much is wrong with the system. Your sister alone can change them. You and yours got to stand up strong, even judge and jury can convict them. Preach yourself, teach yourself, only we can free ourselves. The youth and we for love. Then they're gonna free themselves and tell them not to love. Then they're gonna love themselves now. Blazing. Remember the words of Marcus Garvey. Even the dog that piss on the wall in the city shall not escape the judgment that's barely now. Blazing. So much is wrong with the system. Your brethren alone can change them. You and yours got to stand up strong, even judge and jury can't convict them. So much is wrong with the system. Your brethren as this string has changed them. So much I forgot I had that song, trust me.
We got to pull that rhythm out.
You have to pull something that I ain't done for
Sniper
yet.
had that one up his sleeve. Sniper said you wanted to hear you.
Chando.
You got one more for me, Sniper? You got something else?
She has rhythm.
Give me something else. You got that black woman, I'm saying. You touch that black woman, give us something that she's used to, that she could really
that
go
I
in.
remember, because so many songs.
So much music.
Yes.
But this one is gonna bring back some memories. We're gonna have to find that one. TGM Radio, K.L.C Caribbean Showcase. Tomorrow night, we down at left field. Ras Muhammad, Yardcore. Come down, check us out. Check out the YouTube page, K.L.C Caribbean Showcase. You can check out the past interviews. Lots and lots of interviews for you to go out there and watch. Check out the website, powerreggae.com. While Sniper finds these rhythms, I'm gonna continue talking to you.
Okay, thank you.
We have lots to talk about.
Yeah.
You, along with your bio, it's emblazoned. SelassieIStation.com.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the website.
Okay, this is an internet radio station based in the UK, and another set of people who see my efforts and wanted to help my efforts. So they did my bio for me, my EPK, and they also featured my music, you know, my Philosophy album. They did it, they brought it out. When it was being released, they hosted it. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
So once again, if you want to get in touch with the artist, besides your social media, we're gonna give a shout out to SelassieIStation.com.
Yeah, that's Paul Middlesbrough and Father Tony Conscious and Rasnick of vibesradio.com in the UK. They work together, and they all work together with me.
Okay, you got an international network for artists that you have not reached that plateau where you're performing in these areas, but your music is definitely reaching them.
It is.
They're working with you, and that's a blessing within itself.
Yeah.
Once again, the artist Ilah Medz, the album Philosophy in stores now. You can go to the website or you can go to Amazon, iTunes. You can purchase the album. Before we tune out, we like the listeners to know where they can reach out to the artists. Maybe there are some more producers worldwide that's hearing the music now and they want to work with you. On social media, where can people find you?
Okay, the most basic place is Facebook.
Ilah Medz.
You can find me as Antonia Dawson, Ilah Medz.
Okay.
Because since Facebook has been clamping down on people and their names, they allow me to use Ilah Medz as an alternative name.
Okay.
So it's under my name, Antonia Dawson, Ilah Medz. At Facebook, Ilah Medz at Instagram, at Twitter.
And that's ILAHMEDZ. Yes.
And I can also be reached by my email, empressnola1@gmail.com.
And the SoundCloud once again, because you have.
And SoundCloud, Ilah Medz. The only place there's Antonia Dawson is on Facebook. Everything else is straight up Ilah Medz.
Ilah Medz on
YouTube, everything, yeah.
You can go and check out the videos on YouTube. The video for Cannabis is available. The video for Jack and Jenny is available.
A whole lot of videos. Just put in Ilah Medz and you see all of them come up.
Okay, we're gonna continue with this onslaught we got going at Father G right now to get you down there in left field performance.
Oh, yeah, black woman, smarter than ever, do something clever. A strong black woman, fighting for her rights. Black woman, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa. A strong black woman, fighting for her rights. Like Deborah, we have courage when our backs against the wall. Rise like the phoenix, blazing with the sun, like Angela Davis. We don't want no one to enslave us. We say power, 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 power. Black woman, smarter than ever, do something clever. A strong black woman, fighting for her rights. Black woman, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa. A strong black woman, fighting for her rights. Only a fool will deny their heritage. Proud to be who I am, the first inhabitant. I embrace my melanin to the fullness. Would rather be called by any other name than a black woman, smarter than ever, do something clever. A strong black woman, fighting for her rights. Black woman, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa. A strong black woman, fighting for her rights. Like a bull ride. Oh, sweet rebel music. Give me that, give me that, give me that. Oh, sweet rebel music. Play some So won't you play some reggae music? Oh, won't you play? Oh,
Sniper movement.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I hope all generals paid attention to that performance right there. Once again, the artists in the house, Ilah Medz. Beautiful performance. We're blessed to have you here once again. TGM Radio, Kingline Caribbean Showcase. Before we tune out, we got another track we want to play for the listeners. But before we tune out, as a matter of fact, Sniper, you need to play the next two, because I need Cannabis as well. But before we tune out, is there anyone you want to send a special shout out to? Anyone who's helped you in your career so far, maybe a special fan, someone out there listening. Floor is yours.
Okay. First, I want to give respect to His Imperial Majesty for putting these people in my way, like Fragranks and K.L.C.S, Elko Customers, producer in the Netherlands, and people who helped me along my way, people like Rob Simeon, who listen to my music and offer me some advice and guidance, and which I appreciate a lot, because not a lot of people like to give of themselves. And I also want to say enough respect to Paul Middlesbrough, UK, of VRL Radio, Rasnik of Vibes.com UK, Dimba Jaju in Gambia, a promoter in Gambia, and also New Chili Rise. Give thanks for coming together with me to come forward with a musical selection for Gambia. Enough respect to my people in Africa, all over the world as well. And notwithstanding my fellow sistrins who are doing their music in New York City and trying to get their career off the ground, like myself, is Lioness Sina Green, Lioness Abijah Palmer, and well, I'll say Ija Eternal Fire, and those that I didn't mention, enough love and respect, because I pay that respect to you all personally on the media. So that's about it with my shout outs. If I forgot anybody, I'll catch you the next time.
TGM Radio, Kingline Caribbean Showcase. Once again, it was a pleasure. The artist Ilah Medz. Go out and purchase that album, available now in stores, Philosophy. And we're going to tune out with one more for that album. And if you got the chance, Sniper, when you finish squeezing that cannabis, that's an award-winning song. But let's finish up strong with that next joint off of the Philosophy album. Once again, go out and purchase it. Available now on iTunes, Amazon, VibesRadioUK.net, SelassieStation.com. Check us out on PowerReggae.com. Kingline Caribbean Showcase. See you next Monday.